Welcome to Unit 1, G Suites. Before we begin Unit 1, description, I'm going to exit out of here and I'm going to go to our Business and Technology Professional website. Your teacher will show you how to access this, but at this site I'm on the syllabus section and I'm underneath my Intro to Computers. The first thing we want to discuss before we dive any more into this unit is what the four major objectives of the unit. These are important. First, this unit is to assist you in exploring and learning software through videos, online tutorials, and internet searches. The second objective is to develop computer and business literacy. The third objective is to help you increase your digital literacy. And the fourth objective is to encourage good digital citizenship. So, in Unit 1 G Suites, you are going to be learning about Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Sites, and Google Email. All right, I'm going to go to my Drive, and this is our Google Drive site. Google Suite or G Suite is a brand of cloud computing that allows you to work online, either by yourself or collaboratively with others if you need to. To access this software, you can use any mobile device such as your cell phones, as well as any stationary computers such as desktops. In this unit, we will be working with Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, Google Sites, and Google Email. All of these application platforms are used for specific purposes. In each of the videos in this unit, we will discuss each application's use as well as the steps to explore new software. When you watch each of the videos, we will talk about how to use the software and the steps for exploring the features. If there are tidbits that we want you to know, we will include these in the video. But in general, we expect you to explore each of the software on your own, and it is up to you to find the various skills that you can use to create professional-looking documents. All work assigned to you in activities, these are going to be using these applications, and they will be graded on your ability to use a variety of tools that are part of the software. We may tell you what skills we want you to use, but if you want that A, you will have to go above and beyond what we ask you to do. It has to be that wow effects. So first of all, how do we actually get to our drive? I'm going to open up a new tab in Google Chrome. You need to use Google Chrome because the suites work best in Google Chrome. Right, so we are going to open up Google Chrome, and on the right hand side you are going to see if I can get my tools up here, you are going to see 9 dots. These are your Google apps or Google applications. If I select that icon, I will get a listing of all the applications that are part of the Google Suite. So you notice I'm going through here all of my applications. If I scroll down a little bit more, there is a more icon as well. Here is my drive. My drive consists of the triangle. I'm going to select that drive, and then it will ask you to log in, and you will use your student email to log into your drive. Once in your drive, you are looking at the drive right here on the screen. Now, here's the thing. If you've never been in your drive before, all you're going to see is probably your PDF file. And this PDF file allows you to learn a little bit more on safe storage, sync seamlessly, share easily, access. So if you can click on these, you can read this and it'll walk you through some directions. But notice that in this drive, I have nothing in it. But if I go to my original drive, which is my actual school drive, you're going to see that I have a lot of different documents and folders inside my drive. So it's a little slow loading, but there will be a lot of different documents, and you can see that there is the quick access. Let me scroll up here. There is the quick access icons, and they usually give you about 4. There is a folder section, and here's all my folders. And then there will be a file section. The file simply is all the documents that you have created, and it doesn't matter which application software you used, they will be here underneath your files if they are not saved in your folder. So there's 3 sections. There is the quick access, the folders, and scrolling down here, files. So right now I'm going to go back to my empty drive so you can see right now, if I scroll up, here is my quick access, my files, and you notice that I don't have a section for folders. That will only appear when I actually create a folder. The first step in exploring software, I suggest that you start on the right-hand side to see what everything does. And it's by selecting them and looking at them and playing around with them that you'll figure out what actually is on this drive. Now remember, Google Drive itself is a file storage and synchronization service. It is not a document. It's not an application that you can use to create documents with. Largely, it is meant to allow you to save storage on your drive. So Google Drive is a little bit different type of application than the docs or sheets or etc. It's a little different. Drives are used for storage. So that's the first thing you need to understand, that Google Drive is a storage software application that allows you to store and actually sync. Now, if I go and click on new, which again, I'm going to tell you to do just to explore things, you're going to notice that it's going to allow me to create a folder. It's going to allow me to upload a file or upload an entire folder. The difference between a folder and a folder is a container that houses a lot of files or documents. A file is a single document. Notice down here is where I have more application software. This is where I'm going to find my Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. If I click on more, notice I get another secondary drop down that allows me to choose Forms, Drawing, Google Maps, Google Sites, Google Jamboard. So it gives me a lot of different options. All right, so I'm going to click off it. Then I have an icon for computers. If I click on that, I can look and see what's going on here. Just sync folders on your computer with Google Drive, install backup and sync on your computer. So you can mess around with this if you want. I go to shared with me. Shared with me is all the documents that other people have shared with me. They are not my own documents, but they're documents that have been sent to me by someone else. Recent. Again, I use recent a lot. This will find your most current documents. A lot of times it will tell you recent, or it will give you dates, which is kind of nice. You have your starred, you have your trash. This is where all your deleted files are at. You have your backups and your storage. Again, you can play around with all of this to figure out what everything does. Now, if I go up to the top, I'm going across. I have a search bar. So now I notice that if I click on it, I can search for PDFs, text documents, spreadsheets, presentations, etc. I can also type in a person's name, or I can type in a type of document, and it will search for that document. This is a quick way to find something, a document that you know the title or the file name of, or if you're looking for all the documents sent to you by a particular person. Otherwise, I would highly recommend using recent to find documents. It gets you there quickly. Notice there is a drop down. All right. Explore that. I have a question mark. You notice I'm getting a screen tip. It tells me this is the help feature. If I click on this wheel, that's my settings, so I can explore my settings. Again, here is my Google Apps. My notifications, I don't have any notifications. I go here, this is my Google account, so I can click on that and look for information on my Google account. If I click here, notice that it says list view. That tells me that if I click on it, it's going to do something, right? So I'm going to click on list view, and notice now that it's giving me a list view rather than an icon view. If I come back over and click on the grid view, it returns me back to images. And which one you use is purely your preference. If I go to the eye, I can view details. And this is where your teacher can look at a lot of the details to see what you have done, who has done what, when you did it, the dates, etc., etc. So this is how your teacher will know, and also anybody that you collaborate with, they will also be able to see how much time and how much detail and who did what. All right. Once I select a document, I notice I get a shareable link. I get my share, and then I get my preview, I get my remove, that would be my trash can, add to my drive, more actions. So if I click on that, what will that tell me? That will tell me that I can open something with Google Drawings, I can add a star, etc. So your goal in Google Drive is to look through all of the software and learn the steps of exploring a software so that you can find things, so that when we request you to do certain activities in each of the videos, that you are already familiar with the software so that you can find the tools that you need. At this point in time, this is the end of the video. And I suggest that you go back to Google Classroom and find out what class activity you will be doing for Google Drive. Have fun, and as always, thanks for listening.